Yo, what's going on? What's going on? This is your man Mike D from IamMikeDorsey.com as well as BlackFathersNow.com. And hope y'all are having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. It's a lot going on in the world, but it's one thing I wanted to kind of dive into and just kind of speak about a little bit, right? And it's a concept that I heard not long ago, man. It was actually a quote by Albert Einstein, and it said, "If you can't explain it simply, then you don't know it well enough." Let me see it again. Yeah, if you can't explain it simply, you don't know it well enough. Think about that. Like, how often do we overcomplicate stuff? How often do we take a concept and it takes 10 hours to bring it together? The reality is, if you're taking a long time and you're making it overly complicated, then doggone it, you don't know the information. Think about that. Does it ever feel like, some of the voices that you listen to, some of the people that, you hold in high esteem, when they explain something to you, it's all this and all that. They have to use all these different analogies and whatevers to try to make a point, but that point could be explained simply. Well, that person probably does not know that information too well. And that concept or that quote I heard during an interview recently, and it really stuck with me because it's a challenge to myself, right? As I am a communicator, as I'm a person who speaks, who teaches, who talks, who, connects the dots, connect people to people, people to ideas. That's what I do on a very regular basis. I mean, I do it all the time. And I have to continuously challenge myself to make sure that I'm simplifying things. I have to make sure that I'm simplifying things, not because I'm talking down to somebody, but truthfully, if I cannot explain it simply, then I really don't know what I'm talking about. It's crazy, right? And I don't know, it just hit me like a ton of bricks when I heard it because I know that's a simplistic way of looking at it, but that's so true. And I find that so many times we try to overcomplicate things. And that is literally just a result of us not really taking time before we start talking to really understand and break things down. And I think part of it is it's like a dual thing here too, because sometimes what folks end up doing is we want to sound smart, right? We want to feel like we are being extremely educated in our approach and we're well versed and we got all the facts and all the knowledge. We want to prove that, so we go overboard and we become overly complicated, or we overcomplicate things because we want to appear to be smarter than we are. I think that's part of it. But then the other part of it is we're wanting to appear smart, but in reality, we're not as smart as we appear because we don't know it too well. Because if we knew it well, then we could explain it simply. Hmm. So, for all those out there listening, for those that are communicators, which is everybody, right? We're all communicators, right? In some way, shape, or form, whether you're on a stage or you're just talking to your kids or you're talking to your spouse or coworkers or whatever, we all have to communicate in some way, shape, or form. I want to challenge all of us to start thinking about being able to communicate simply, right? And it doesn't dumb it down. It actually shows how smart you are because you have the ability to take something that might have been complex and make it simple. I think what's the guy, what's his name? Joe Madison always says you got to put it where the goats can get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And goats eat everything. We know, if you're from the country, you know about that. But real talk, like how do you position things? How do you explain things? And do you make things simple? And if you're not making things simple, why? Is it that you're trying to sound smarter than what you are and you want to have this air of, I'm the this and the that with all these salutations behind my name? Or is it the fact that you don't know the information well enough to explain it? And if you're the latter, if you don't know the information well enough, it's okay to take time to learn the information before putting it out there. It's okay. See, we're in this right here, right now society, right? Everybody wants it right here. Everybody wants it yesterday, right? I want success yesterday. I don't want to have to wait and all of that because technology's at our disposal. We can communicate real time with anybody, any place in the world. All of that. It's all about right here, right now. I'm supposed to be able to eat right now. If the restaurant's taking more than 5 minutes with my food, what's going on? I gotta go. I gotta go. But as it pertains to information, this can actually be an exercise in patience. It's not about who's first to market, who's first with the information, who's correct with the information, and maybe a sign for you to kind of discern who's correct and who's not, who's explaining that information simply. Marinate on that, y'all. And definitely continue to follow, continue to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's a lot more where this is coming from. We're going to drop some more stuff, more videos, a lot of podcast episodes. If you go through the feed, you'll see a lot of the podcast episodes I've done, a lot of videos that I've dropped, and there's a lot more coming. In 2019, I'm definitely committed to doing a lot more video stuff. Most of my, communication has been audio with the podcast Black Fathers Now. So thank you to all the thousands of folks who've listened, subscribed, downloaded, commented, shared it. Thank you to all of that. Thank you to all of you all. But definitely look forward to more coming forward. And if you want to connect with me, definitely visit IamMikeDorsey.com, to see all the things that I have going on, speaking and whatever. But then also visit BlackFathersNow.com and learn a little bit more about the podcast and check out the apparel. I'm rocking some of it now, rocking one of the Yes Boys Read shirts. But definitely check it out, man. Give me a follow, leave some comments, but let me know what your thoughts are on this quote. And the quote's by Albert Einstein. If you can't explain it simply, you don't know it well enough. All right. Y'all be blessed, well, and wise, and I'll holla at you. Peace.